Oops. Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. As I said, I went down from the mountain and came back to the Temple of Time. Holy cow, brain did not want to compute there for a second. So, now that we're done with most of the challenges, being we only have one more, let's go straight to that one more, shall we? Also, I didn't pick that up. I couldn't. Dang it. I will be kicking myself in the pants a couple times because, like, there's some rare things I kind of want to get just due to the fact that selling or making food with will be very helpful. But, as it stands right now, not really a super big concern. The only concern is right now is to find that last godforsaken shrine. Even though it's going to be somewhere here. I remember it's somewhere in the woods. But where in the woods, I cannot say. But going through the woods gives us time to get, you know, items. Hylian herb. 3 Hylian herbs. Okay. There should also be something somewhat hidden over here. Assuming I could find where it is. So right over here, there's a fire. Okay, Goblin's hideout. I don't want to, or Goblin. I don't want to really mess with that right now. We will sometime, but today is not that day. Also, what? What's up here? You also forgive me, but like I haven't really explored the Great Plateau all that much. Funny thing is, the Great Plateau is actually a place I've never really explored all of, even though it's a pretty small area. Okay, there's a fire. There's trying to be to get the magnetism. There's a pillar over there, which will. That usually has stuff on it. For the rest of the stuff, I can't really say. Yeah, don't notice me. I'm gonna just walk by your camp. I'm not gonna go in your camp, just by it. I would also like some apples. Do not attack me. There we go. Blue nightshade. So gladly take that. Oh, squirrel! Bye, squirrel! And now I'm having a hard time locating the shrine. Great. Oh, it's a boar. Bye, boar. Goblin. No shrine in sight. Huh. Let's... Don't need to see the high ground just yet, Link. The old guy. Hello, old guy. Actually, what do you say? Usually you have something to say from everything. Okay. Yep, you're just telling us not to be shy. Also, is this... Yeah, it's looking to deep water. Maybe it would help if I go somewhere high and actually look for the shrine. Goodbye, Keys. Yeah, this is oddly not familiar to me. Probably doesn't help I usually do that shrine like super early. Okay, the Claymore's broken, so that's great. So we have less of a heavy hitter. That's fine. Yeah, let me go on the tower and see if I can spot it. Definitely, like, going to high elevations will help you spot generally stuff you generally miss. I know it's definitely close to the tower. I just don't remember where. So, moving on up. Don't use the rest of stamina if you make it up to this one. There we go. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. Catches thieves just like flies. Da-na. Na-na-na-na-na. At the chill at night, in the bring of light, he arrives just in time. You mess that up, I'd rather not mess anything up. Want to do all of this proper so I don't have to wait on you. There we go. Where is this last shrine? Wait, what? 1, 2. Well, so that's one we can't get into. Delete pin. Let's. God, stop. I know which button it is. That's a cryo one. Are you the state? Oh, you are. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Now I remember where it is. The fastest way of getting into it is probably just going back here and then, yeah. Yeah, you can fast travel. I'm lazy. I also don't want to go through the nightmare that is trying to go way back there. Okay, the thing is, I did this like 2 or 3 days ago, so my memory should be jogged enough. But for some reason, I didn't remember it was on the cliffside. I thought it was in the forest, next to the magnetism. Shows how much, like, 2 or 3 days in advance of practice does, huh? And plus now we have the warm clothes, so we won't get as cold. Yeah, we're just gonna go around the outlines of the Great Plateau! Freaking really? Nope. Not dealing with any of y'all. Because that's not how I roll, man. Man, oh man, you are stumped. So if we shall, we should probably hit there about like in a minute or so. Oh, right, no weapon selected. There. I also love how Link, like, pulls his arm and is like, wait, what? Why is there no weapon in my hand? Up the hill. Up you go. Taking it on from the outside, so hopefully we can get there a little faster than we usually can. Even though the usual method is like just go to the place where we bombed the place and then climb up from there. Which, by the way, is very doable. Like, that's probably the safer way of doing it. But who likes taking stuff on the safe route, huh? Not me. And there you go. Keys. Actually, I think we need a lot of keys material for things. Like later. Just to have it later. But it's better to get it done now than wait on it. Also, I would have killed myself if I did that. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you're just part of the bridge. Okay. Yep. The fun thing is, isn't Great Plateau like a isn't Plateau meant to be a flatland? This is anything but flat. I wonder if anyone else drew that correlation. Yep, there's the shrine. So we're just gonna climb down like good little boys, and then drop, then save ourselves, and then just run the other way. Hi, Stalfos. Child. I do not remember what they're called. I know they all have names. I know monsters generally in the Legend of Zelda series, but I can't remember if this is meant to be a Stalfos. Which, to be fair, is like one of the lesser monsters I'm really scared about in this game. Let's get our last power up. Actually, technically our last. I say technically because of things. You set foot in the shrine, and I'm dim in the name of the gods, highly offer the trial. Stasis! This is one I actually don't like using, because it's not really used in that many puzzles. I mean, there's puzzles that use it, and you could definitely utilize it. It's just, it's not really a useful thing for me, and how I play. I've never seen people do some crazy stuff with stasis. But the thing is, I'm also not that creative. So there, we got stasis. Stop the flow, just like veiled mist from Kami, I guess. So when this aligns itself nice and perfectly, stop it, jump on it. Stasis only lasts for so long, so just get off as soon as you can. And stasis also takes like the longest to recharge, I think. So one of the other reasons why I don't think stasis is really all that useful. Stasis that. And a traveler shield, okay. Moving back over here, we get a sledgehammer. An iron sledgehammer, which I don't really like using ever, even if it's for puzzles, I just like to keep it. Activate it. And if we beat on an object that's in stasis for long and hard enough, yes, durr, all the innuendos, it will actually go flying. And with this, we are done the tutorial of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Whew. And now I can start skipping these damn dialogues. Yes, please bless me with words. Please bless me with Spirit Orb. Ta-da-na-na. And may you rest in peace, as I keep saying. Pushing objects. Barrels and boxes can be pushed around. Use this on your adventure. I will when it's necessary, which is like hardly ever. Oh! Hello. Yep, you acquired all the spirit odors in the, from all the shrines on the plateau. Uh-huh. Oh, that means it's finally time. Link, finally time for us to, or for me to tell you everything. But first. Imagine an X on the map. 4 shrines and I'll wait for you there. I know where it is, you don't really have to tell me. Do you understand? The 2 lines connecting the shrines and of course we'll be waiting for you there. Yeah, it's not really that hard to tell, and it kind of sucks, because that means we're done. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, it's not really that hard to tell where it is. Also, I just fell right on my face. So where we are heading is actually to the Temple of Time. Because it's the X, it's the pinnacle of the X, basically. Also, I don't want to have stasis on. I want to put magnetism on. It's the one that causes the least damage out of all things. So we got an ominous glow in the Temple of Time. I know what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Probably not. That's also probably why you're watching my YouTube series. My Let's Play, rather. YouTube series, Let's Play, I mean, it's interchangeable at this point, isn't it? Still alive in this. So say hello to the goddess of Hylia, or a statue of her, rather. Okay, you have acquired the shrines and claimed the spirit orbs. I could offer you great power. Claim 4. In exchange for the 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. Tell me what you desire. So, there are no pieces of heart or heart containers. Well, no, that's technically a mistake. There is heart containers in this game. But, you get a heart container or a stamina vessel. I'm going for a stamina vessel right now just because I really need something to keep me going for a bit longer. And especially for how I played this game. We won't go always after stamina vessels. It's just I want at least a little bit starting off. Also, that's when you get like a boss key or a big item in the Zelda series. That little sound effect. I love it so much. And the blessing of the goddess may you. Yep. I am gonna get up here quickly. Sure. Also, I'm gonna warn you guys right now. There's gonna be a lot of a story plot dump right here, so I'm going to be quiet as you guys listen to the dialogue. Why? Mostly because A, gives me time to just take a break, and B, I really need to get out my thoughts for this. So, just gonna slowly climb this pillar. And, well, obviously having more stamina means we just take longer time to get our stamina back, but that should be fine. And now it's ready to be quiet.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away, using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, lapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, You are taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Okay, and we got the paraglider. So yeah, that's the story of Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with this, etc., etc. But I think that's a pretty cool and an interesting way of taking a look on this. Is that we've always heard of Ganon like destroying and taking lives. This game pretty much confirms that. Like, the only other game I can think of that this happens with is probably Ocarina of Time. That's like the only other one I can think of that does something like this. But for right now, we're going to actually not go after Impa and do what the king requested of us, because the game has fully opened up to us now. And there is a butt ton of stuff we want to do before we even attempt to go see Impa. Why? Mostly because of power-ups and just easy shrines close to this area, and just trying to unlock mysteries and other such things. Most of them are going to be helpful, some of them aren't going to be helpful, but we'll get across those bridges when they come up, shall we? So let's just avoid all of these guardians, because I don't remember which ones are active, which ones aren't. You're non-active, because you would have triggered by now. Anything here? Okay. So, let's get down from here. The first stop you generally want to make is to a pretty close shrine to the Great Plateau. Why would you want to make it your way to a shrine? Easy to get spirit orbs, to upgrade, to do a lot of very common and very misleading things. So if we come over here, pick up the mushroom. I believe somewhere on these mountain ranges, we're going to find something we can do. It's not this one. It must be that one. Also, get ready for me to paraglide a lot. Paragliding is probably the fastest traveling method for 8-bit. There are faster, but I mean for a bit. Until we get more confident, until we get more skills, what we need to do. Yeah, this is just going to be the best way of traveling. It's going up somewhere really high and then jumping off that place and paragliding for a tiny bit. So as you guys could definitely tell, and definitely tell by me gushing, I really like the Zelda series, and this is no exception. This world is actually a lot bigger than some of the ones we've ever got. But with a big world, they gotta fill it in somehow. And with this, we find our Korok. Yep, Koroks are all over the place. There are... Ow, I hit myself in the back of the head. There are in total 999 Koroks. I'm sure as hell not doing anything for Koroks. Because Koroks, although impressive, they really don't have a lot of purpose. Or at least what I consider purpose. And this, another Korok. Seriously, these things are a dime a dozen. So here's just like some of the basic Korok stuff you'll ever see in a game. Also, Restless Cricket. Interesting. Let's see if I can make this first shot. Nope. Second shot. Damn it! These ones are like the most nerve-wracking to me. Third shot. Didn't make it. And one more push! We did. But now Link is tired, he can't run. Dang it. I need to get close to the edge, that's the problem, but I also can't go over the edge. Okay, almost out of that one. Maybe like this. Got it. So yeah, that's our Korok. Once again, Koroks are a dime a dozen. Brawr. And no, do not think you can throw yourself in there, because I've done that, and it doesn't work. So here's the first shrine outside of the tutorial dungeons, or the tutorial shrine, so we can skip all this. Just for the sake of convenience and just taking time for the most part. So this one should be the paraglider shrine, correct? It is, the wind guides you. Or paraglider, I said paraglider for some reason. I'm thinking like Paratroopa and everything else from the Mario series. So yeah, these shrines are going to be ridiculously easy. At least the beginning ones. There are some ones that I do find a little on the weird side, but that's just because of problems I have. And over here, we don't make it. We don't make it at all. Nope. There's a way you can do it. The problem is with finding these treasures and stuff, you kind of have to gun it. Because I could try something like this. It's not gonna work. Or it does. There's enough elevation for that. Huh. Soldier Claymore. Take the wind. And thankfully this isn't Wind Waker, even though I like the Wind Waker mechanic a lot. So with this, we have unlocked the first shrine. And beat it too. Da-da-da-da. Also, when you complete a shrine, it fully restores your health. So that's also a fantastic thing to know. But I think this is going to be the end of this part of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.